house with O'Connor. Hey, O'Connor, your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Come to us for your news and opinions. We got a voice. There is no choice. We're them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast, it's like cruiserweight action. Your house is a perfect distraction. Papa see your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.
What's up, guys? What's cracking? Come, man. And I'm in your house. We here. We ready to make a movie. I hope you guys are ready to make a movie. I hope you guys are with the shits. Because I'm with the shits. And I'm ready to talk a little wrestling. That is right. You already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we here to give you that work when it comes to the professional wrestling business. And that is exactly what I'm here to do for you. Here, right here, in your house on Hollywood's Solo Shot. The Con Man Solo Shot, the Concepts Solo Shot, whatever have you, all of that. We're here to talk a little Monday Night Raw. And I'm excited to talk about Monday Night Raw because I thought it was a really good episode, real talk. I thought it was a super good episode that we had talked all weekend. Myself, the voice, Josh Joseph, who's here in the chat, showing a little bit of love. Appreciate you, man. We talked a lot about what we thought this King of the Ring tournament was going to be. We covered it further on our house party, our Sunday IYH house party, which, by the way, guys, you guys made that active. So thank you for that. Those Sundays, they don't miss for real. So appreciate everybody who came and joined us for that Sunday house party as we're live across all those social media platforms. As we are today, myself, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, I'm on IG Live, X, anywhere. We're there. And then, of course, later on, the podcast version will be available. And I definitely want to talk Monday Night Raw, and we're most definitely going to get to that. But before we do, I wanted to talk about something that was on my feed a little bit yesterday. And then before I got on the show here to do the solo shot, I saw a video that showed up on my feed. I saw that there was a post, a social media post from one Nature Boy, Ric Flair. That's right, old Nate. He was out there tweeting again with his every capital letter. You know how he does this thing. I guess he said he spent $1,500 at some pizza place, Pisano's Stonefire Pizza. I guess he said he felt disrespected more than he's ever been in his entire life. After taking 20 pictures with customers and staff, I was asked to leave because of an issue I had with the kitchen manager taking too long in the bathroom. I would highly recommend that anyone who wants to enjoy a relaxing time in Gainesville at a nice restaurant to never visit this place. And then, of course, his signature. Woo! So nobody really knows what happened outside of this social media post. And I think most people, will look at it and just be like, it's just Nate being Nate, and it ended up being just that, Nate being Nate. And as a video surfaced, I saw it, I believe it was on, I want to give credit to, I believe it was the 434 who posted the video of what happened. And man, that's what we're talking about. We're most definitely talking about the video. I saw the video, and man, Rick was absolutely sloshed. He was sloshed again. He does this, he goes to places, he starts throwing his weight around, and it's just it's ridiculous. I guess he was offering one of the waitresses $1,000 tip to tell the dude to kiss his ass. And I'm like, wow, this man, he's really wilding. Like, Nature's gonna be Nature's really out here wilding. Everybody know he's out here wilding. Like, it is what it is, and it's been what it's been with Nate. But like, man, I don't know what sparked it because I feel like that the video came out and it was already like it was already mid escalation is basically what I'm trying to say. And so I can't say what happened ahead of that, but Rick had definitely, you could definitely tell in his voice that he'd had one too many. And it just became one of those typical Ric Flair altercations at a local place. Man, what are you doing, bro? You like 70 something years old and you getting, charged up at a doggone pizza place. I mean, I know you could do what you want to do, but dang, man, like chill out a little bit. This man, when it's Nate and everybody's just gonna let it pass in the wrestling industry because it's Nate, but this man be out here wilding, treating service workers any type of way you feel like that. That's not cool, man. I don't really care who you are. You can't go out there and treat service workers, any type of way that you want to. Hype, I'm not letting them be great. I'm hating. I'm hating. I'm hating on it. You can't go out there and treat service workers like that, man. And it just kind of is what it is. I just thought it was a weird thing that it showed up on the video. Check the group chat. Group chat hype. I think I throw it in the group chat. But man, you just can't be out there treating people like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. You got to treat people equally. And I know that's not the popular thing to say. That's not the buzzy thing to say because I know how social media is. Y'all love y'all some chaos. But I am here to be the voice of reason here, and I'm gonna tell you that going out there and treating service workers like that is not cool. Uncomplimentary. I don't care. You spend $1,500. You're out there acting a fool. I don't care, bro. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But man, as much as Rick was acting a fool out there at this pizza place, man, Triple H was acting a fool with this Monday Night Raw because this one went crazy, man. And we really drove home the importance of this. What we hoped to be the importance of this King of the Ring tournament. And I got to tell you guys out there in the household that I really feel like that they made it feel important. Every single match all night, it was dedicated to the King of the Ring tournament. That's it right there. That is it right there. You got the tournament. We got the tournament brackets. We're leading up. We're even building different matches. So I'm thinking, and look, King of the Ring's already, I'm getting ahead of myself, but King of the Ring's already shaping up to be a really great event with a good Intercontinental Championship match. Looks like we got a good women's match that's going to be involved there. And then the finals for the men and women's King and Queen of the Ring tournament. Like, whew. This looking good, y'all. This is looking good. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and go over the entire show. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go over things that I noticed from the show. Don't got a whole lot of time here. I'm just trying to give y'all what I can give y'all in the time that I can give it to y'all. Because we love giving y'all content. I mean, that's what we do here at In Your House. Myself, my team, Hype, and P, and Voice, we all love to give it to y'all and give y'all that good, entertaining content. And like, y'all giving it back to us, that's what keeps us going. So like, we appreciate y'all for real. But man, this show, man, this show, it was a step in the right direction for the prestige of the King of the Ring tournament. It really was. And like I said, the show was good. You had a CM Punk promo on this show, and CM Punk, I guess he said some uncomplimentary things, kind of punching down a little bit at AEW. At least that's what it seems to have been. We'll talk about that in a minute here because I got to blast through my thoughts on the show, and I really thought that the first round matchups were just really good. And, Drew McIntyre, he's just getting all kinds of karma thrown back at him as he's not clear to compete in his match against Finn Balor, which is a match, honestly, I was really looking forward to seeing. I mean, I was really looking forward to seeing that match and everything that can come of that match. And it is what it is. But I really got to say that putting Jey Uso in there right now is just great timing. It just really is. I mean, after that response that he got over in Lyon, France, putting him in the King of the Ring tournament, and furthermore, him winning his first round matchup against Finn Balor, which honestly, I think Finn was probably set to lose that one way or the other. I do believe we have different plans with Finn, but yeah, man, it was Jey Uso who came out, took the victory, and he advances to the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. And there's a real conversation to be had here. And I've talked about it in the group chat. I put it out there, and I think myself and the fellas are going to talk about this as soon as we can get all together. We need to have a real conversation about main event Jey Uso as a world heavyweight champion. I'll say it again. I think we need to have a real conversation about Jey Uso becoming a world heavyweight champion. So I'll let you guys sit with that for a minute. I won't unpack it too much right now just because of time constraints, but just think about that. Sit with that for a second and realize that that is something that I think needs to be put. It need to be put in the chat. All right, it needs to be part of the discussion that this man should be considered. But you had CM Punk out there cutting a promo, and you know he was out there being Punk. So like, you know, McIntyre's gonna be McIntyre. Punk's gonna be Punk, but I want to talk about the line that was said as far as the choke artist line. He's like, now you're a choke artist, but not the type of choke artist that I'm a choke artist. And you know, when I gauged that line, like, you know, I heard it and I caught it in the moment, and I was like, oh boy. It was my first time. I was like, oh boy. And so immediately went to get the reaction on X. The people really thought he was just punching down, you know, and it was what it was. I didn't feel no type of way about it. I was just like, I mean, that was really my reaction to it, was just, you know, but you know, some people felt a certain type of way, especially those nutty AEW fans, bro. Listen, I'm not picking a side. If you think I'm picking a side, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You craft and create whatever you want to create about me in your mind. If you listen to this podcast or you hate listening to this podcast, whatever. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I enjoy everything that's out there that I like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all vibe with me? All I'm saying is this. He said what he said as far as the choke artist line. And it's the AEW fans that get so upset about stuff like that and go super hard on the internet. And man, you gotta cope. You know, like what you like, bro. Just like what you like. Like, I know there's people out there eating off this tribalism, and we could be doing that type of thing too, but nah. Nah, I don't think so. Not for me. That's not my vibe. So no, I'm here to talk wrestling, talk good about wrestling, and show love to wrestling. You feast how you feast, I feast how I do. And I got to tell you that this Monday Night Raw absolutely feasted with some great matches. But I got to get to my match of the night, which I think that this was a match that across the board, for the most part, the fellas really agreed was going to be a great match. And boy, was it. It was Ilya Dragunov against Ricochet in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. And man, what a great match. Like, if you're trying to make the King of the Ring tournament mean something, that is a great, you know, that's a great standard to set right there in the first round of your tournament. And it was a good match that created a different story for Ricochet. And I've been championing Ricochet for a while here on the show, that I think it's time that Ricochet gets to that next spot and moves to the next upper echelon. I think he's slowly getting there. But, you know, he's saying, you know, he's always just getting there. He's always just short, or do whatever he was saying. But man, you just won the WWE Speed Championship, bro. Like, hold up. like you just won that. So like it's to say he ain't done nothing is weird when he just won, was an inaugural champion for, I know is probably just like a whatever. They'll do it for a few more rounds and then it'll be done. We won't hear about Speed no more, just like other things that they've tried in the past, so it is what it is. But I do think that Dragunov really came out looking like a star for real. Like he really came out looking like a beast, and it was definitely a step in the right direction for what his career is going to be. I think that he's somebody that a lot of us at In Your House felt like could win this thing, and he could benefit from winning this thing. So I think Dragunov is still a good pick. I think it's still a good thought there. And once again, this Monday Night Raw was really great. You had Chad Gable and Bronson Reed that ended in a no contest. That's leading us now to a triple threat match with Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, and Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship match. Could this be where things turn the corner for Gable? Is this the moment that they decide to pull the trigger? It'd be nice for the show to have an Intercontinental Championship title change on the King of the Ring PLE. To make it mean something. Like things happened on the show. Besides the finals of the tournament, things actually happened. So I think like a title change wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly. And you also have Becky Lynch going up against Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan, kind of bowing out when Damage Control was coming out and taking control. Let me say, I'm loving the usage of Damage Control already on Monday Night Raw. We saw them throughout the show prevalently, and I think that is great. You had Lyra Valkyria come and make the save to fight off Damage Control. But I got to tell you, Dakota Kai is, anytime she's getting a chance to be on the mic, she's jumping on that mic. Dakota Kai, watch what's happening there, because anytime she got an opportunity to have a mic in her hand on Monday Night Raw, she had that mic in her hand as the mouthpiece, and she was owning it. I got to tell you, keep your eye on Dakota Kai and the progress of the character she's going to become, because I'm really seeing something big with her, and she's owning that mic time, and I really respect it. Really, really do. So keep an eye out for Dakota Kai, because I'm going to be doing the same, as I'm, becoming quite the fan of her. But she got defeated by Lyra Valkyria in the first round of the Women's King of the Ring tournament. And you had Gunther win and beat Sheamus in his first round pick, our first round matchup, that is, of the King of the Ring tournament. So, I'm looking across here, and I'm just trying to get, because like I said, I got to call this a quick one. I'm looking here, and I'm seeing the first round, Jey Uso advances. First round, Io Sky advances over Natalya. Dragunov advances over Ricochet. Zoe Starks advances over Ivy Nile. I really thought Ivy Nile might have had that one. Lyra Valkyria went over Dakota Kai. I kind of felt like that was coming. Gunther over Sheamus. I saw that one coming too. Look at these names here. Besides, like, really Jey Uso and Io Sky and also Gunther, so far, these are pretty, like, newish names. Zoe Stark, of course, she had the big storyline there with Trish Stratus, and she's had her opportunities for the title here and there, but still, still newer in that mix in like the last couple of years. Dragunov just coming over, and now he's in that mix. Lyra Valkyria just coming over, she's in that mix. So we're seeing a good mix of some pretty good established talent and new talent, and I think that that's most definitely something to keep an eye on. Just like the voice is saying here, Dakota is taking her ball and running with it. Love her evolution. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true. It's a whole lot of evolution here, and I love seeing it, and it looks like Voice does too as well. Uh, but yeah, it's just been it was a good Monday Night Raw, good pacing. I believe and I want to bring it up here. I'm bringing up my group chat here because I think that it was Hype who brought up. He said something that resonated with me. Uh, the amount of women's division representation had been great, and he also said very balanced. Yes, it was a very balanced show. So I wanted to make sure I highlighted that. Hype said that in the group chat. Yeah, it was very. I loved seeing as much representation of the division, the women's division, and it was a very balanced show with promos and storytelling. Then the tournament was important. It just flowed. It just flowed. It really did. And I hope this episode flowed. Yeah, yeah. Look at that. I've been segueing, man. I have been coming with these segues. Voice knows he's been hearing it all weekend. We've been doing a couple. We did a couple really great episodes this past weekend. Through the time that I've been able to do these episodes, so we've get like 3 episodes, and then also this episode that's dropping. This content's been flowing, y'all, and I'm seeing all this like people viewing us. It's in there. Like I'm seeing it. Even on a Tuesday afternoon, we still have a good number of people coming and viewing and seeing what we're doing. Sunday was great. Let's keep up more of that. We want to try to give you more of these Sunday episodes because we realize that they hit. And man, it's a great vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's just a great vibe. So we're gonna keep doing what we do, keep going, keep flowing, and keep growing. And we're gonna talk wrestling. So guys, I'm gonna slide off of here. You guys know where to catch me at. That is right here at In Your House. You guys already know this Saturday is gonna be Emerge, whatever may come, Columbus, Indiana. Check it out. Great card of matches. And then you can catch me at Alakon House on social media, and then at In Your House Pod on X. Make sure you guys go follow that. That's In Your House Pod on X. Go give that a follow, as we're going to be pushing out a little bit more content there. But guys, that's HOWSC, and the W stands for work. So guys, really appreciate you guys sliding through on this Tuesday, coming and chatting me up with a little bit of wrestling as I gave you my quick little solo shot here in a nutshell. Boom, in a shotgun. We're giving it to you fire really quick. And I really appreciate the time that you guys came. The podcast version will be out soon. Guys, go ahead and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.